remaining size. Say suppose it is say 3 and here it is 2. Then look something like this. See that now it is not automatically decided. We are exactly specifying that the screen width is divided into three columns. One column of size 7, then second column of size 3, and third column of size 2. So it is proportional to the width of the screen. Okay, so say 70%, 30, and 20% kind of thing. And again, if we resize this, then it should automatically. It is small and also target for the medium devices. So see that you can see that the exact pixel you can see from the developer tools. Let me open the developer tools. Yeah, you can see that just when we are crossing this 992, okay, if the screen size is less than 992 pixel, it will be piled up. But if it is screen width is higher than 992, it will be laid out one after another, okay, side by side. So here you can see this is basically this portion. You will see the pixel, this width and height. So as soon as it crosses this 992, okay, it, the layout changes. So that's how we make it responsive. Okay, and it is also possible that you can have the variable width column. Okay, so you can see that one is targeted for large devices. Okay, so if you have any example, let me check. Let us see this example, or the same example we can make change that what should happen, column small 4. So you can see that how does it, how the layout gets changed for screen size of medium. The proportion is 7:3:2. Okay, so it will occupy 7 columns. Then this is 3 and this is 2. Okay, now if we reduce the, so it is for all the screen size greater than medium or higher. Okay, medium or higher. Now if we change, if it becomes small, you will see that now it is for small screen sizes, they should occupy equal space. So it is 4:4:4. Okay, so equal space. And even we can go for you know, say what happens for large. We can go for large also. Okay. So what happens for large screen? It is 2, I think 246. Okay, 246 for medium the layout gets changed. For medium, it is 732. For small, it is equal 444. And for smaller devices, it would be piled up. So you can also set this thing. Okay. Uh, is order matter in class? Okay, order doesn't matter in class. Okay. Because if you look at behind the scene, what is going on? It is the media queries. If you look at behind the scene, it is the simply media queries. So based on that media query, it will override it. For example, small and medium. So medium will override small, and then large screen media query will, the classes corresponding to large classes will override the medium. Yeah, so it depends on the browser size, and those media queries would be applicable. I think we have seen previously media queries. Let me check. Yeah, you can see this is the media query. Behind the scene, these media queries are running. For smaller devices, say what should be the mean width, and for medium devices, having the width of 768 pixel or higher, and so forth for large and extra large devices. And these are, if you want to look at the exact media queries, they are there. Yeah, this is the exact media queries. It has been taken from the Bootstrap source code. You can see that for container of max width, this is the max width when we have the 576 pixel or higher. If you have screen width of 576 pixel or higher, then container can be maximum 540 pixel. So this is for container. Then you can have container fluid. So there also it will occupy the full screen width. So that's why there is a difference between these two widths. Variable width, you can have variable width also. Sometimes you can also specify auto, so it will automatically decide the width. And like I told you that you can have different device width you can target. For a small screen, the we have the layout with the 3 and 9 columns width. And we can have for the medium or medium screen sizes, it should be equal, divided into equal portion. For large screen, it is divided into 9 and 3. And like a normal tabular format, you can also have the nesting of columns. So within column, you can also have the row. So it is not necessary that you can go for only one level. You can go for any level. You can nest the row inside row. Within column, you divided it into again the grid. So complete grid can be set up within one column. Okay. So for example, we have one row, there is one column within that. And within that column, again, it is divided into one row or multiple row. And this row has two columns. So see this example. There is one row. Okay, let me draw it. Okay, there are two row. This is one row. Within row, basically there are two columns. Okay, there are two columns. Okay. Within one row, there are two columns, right? And the first column is divided into again two columns. So this is also row. It can be treated as a one row, and it is also further divided into two columns. So likewise, you can have some any kind of nesting. So you can divide the screen into something like this, say equal, and then you can have this divided into this, any way you want to divide or set up the layout. So a complex layout is possible. You can set this thing up or something like this. Okay. Just you need to decide how you want to lay out your screen. But normally we don't require that much complex layout, but this is possible. This is just to show that how you can set up using the grid layout in Bootstrap. So see that it is divided into equal columns, small. And again, you can use those classes. These are the different CSS classes available in the Bootstrap for the different screen sizes. And sometimes you can use the offset to provide the you simply push the element to the right, or then you can use this offset. And depending upon the your targeting device, you can define that it is for a small screen or higher width devices, offset to 4. Okay, so this is possible. Okay, then you can have this vertical alignment also, like in Flex layout. You can vertical align items here also. Similar classes are there available in Bootstrap. You can center it vertically. Okay, start, center, and end. So when we use start, it would be align top. When it is end, it will be align bottom. It is center align. Otherwise, when you use center, it is center align. If you directly look at the output in the documentation, if we have. So for CSS Bootstrap classes, you can simply refer this documentation. So many examples are already provided. You can simply copy paste this example and try it out on your own. Yeah, these are the alignment related. So this is the vertical align. So within the screen, there are 3 columns, and this is vertical or top align, or it is also called start. Then you have center, and then you have end. Okay, so align item start, align items center, and the third class is align items end. Okay, so simply these are the 3 examples and their output, respective output. Here it is start, center, and end. Horizontally also you can align. You can, in that case, you have to use this class, justify content, start, center, and end. And there are many others like evenly putting the space around the element. Okay, so justify content evenly. So this is the output. And then you can whether to the content within the element within the column, how whether it will be wrapped or not, you can set this thing up. So yeah, you can also change the order like we have seen in the CSS flex box, that there is a reverse, or if you use the reverse related property, then the order can be completely reversed. Here you can selectively change the order. So suppose there are within the your code, there are 3 columns, first, second, and third. But if you want to change this order, you can change without changing this order in the source code. Simply use this order. So this is order 5 and this is order 1. So this order 1 will come before this order 5. Okay, so this is third column will appear before this second column. Okay, you can see from the output this appears before this. And here we have not specified any order. That's why this will by default be the first one, or the order in which it has been written in the source. Okay, so here no orders are applied, but for these two columns we want to change the order. So you can use this predefined classes order 1, order 5 over here. Okay. What else we have? Okay. Just a minute. Okay, now we'll see few more Bootstrap classes. So in our HTML, we have H1 to H6 headers are available, but here they are differently visible, or different CSS properties are applied in Bootstrap. Okay, so if you are using this H1 to H6, there are H1 to H6 related CSS property which are differently applied in Bootstrap. So either you can override it, or you can use as it is. For that you need to see the Bootstrap code. So there are H1 to H6 classes are also there. You can directly apply to any text content like paragraph or divs. Then they will be look like headers, okay, of different sizes, H1 to H6. So in our source code of the Bootstrap, we can directly look for the you can see that how it has been defined this. So see, the font size is calculated dynamically. It is not fixed. So suppose if you are using this H1 to H6 and if you change the screen size, then it should automatically change. Yeah. Then there are some, if you want larger font size, then you can use this display classes. So you can see from the output that for any special reason, if you want some text to be in larger font sizes, then you can go for this display 1, 2, 3, 4 classes. There are some lead class which will specially change the font in a different font style. Okay, so simply use this lead class. Then some standard text formatting related classes are there, like marking the text, striking out the text, underlining text, or making the text small, or emphasizing. All these are the which are available in the HTML. There are corresponding Bootstrap classes are. You will see that the effect is different. By default, if you don't apply the Bootstrap, this effect would be different. That will be based on the browser. But when you are applying this Bootstrap, then the effect would be different. Okay, then yeah, these are some common classes like abbreviation. When the user places the cursor, then it should display the full form of that particular abbreviation. Okay, so you can use this abbreviation, for example, attribute, element within the HTML. Okay, and in Bootstrap, you can use some special classes. Again, Okay, what is block quote? So if you want to highlight something, then you can use the block quote class. Some quotation from some personality or the some quotation of the company. Okay, so those things can be put up or marked up using this bootstrap block quote class. Okay, and you can also use the alignment of the text within that. So then list, normally you can use the styled list or unstyled list. In the unstyled list, normally we remove the list styling, and we also remove the left margin of the list items. And when we are applying the inline list, then it will remove the bullets of the list. So these are the bootstrap related classes like list unstyled. Okay, this unordered list or list item is list unstyled. In front of you, you have the output. So for the tea and coffee, these list items, we have the bullets, but for the outer list, there is no bullets. And if you want to display this list item on the same line, so you can apply this list inline class. When you are applying this list inline class, basically it will display these items on the same line. And you can also treat it as a navigation bar. So you can apply more styles to it to treat it as a navigation bar. It can be top navigation bar. In Bootstrap, if you want to make the images responsive, like change the height and width automatically based on the screen size, then you can apply this image fluid class in the Bootstrap. And it will scale as per the parent element. So simply apply this Bootstrap class image fluid, right? Then you can also use the image as a thumbnail, treat the images as a thumbnail, then use the image thumbnail class. So it will automatically it will have the rounded border of 1 pixel size. So these are simply different classes. So this is the output. The output may not be clear on your screen, I don't know, but there is a lighter, this border is different. And for aligning the images, you can directly use this float left and float right classes. To make the image corners rounded, simply use this class rounded. So see that by using a single class, you can apply the multiple CSS properties. So these are some ready-made classes available in the Bootstrap. So you can use them directly. And when you apply this class table to the HTML table, this is the output. This is the default output, and it will also, you can see that it is highlighting or emphasizing the header. Okay. And there are many table related classes like table dark, light. The header can be light. See, header is darker than the content. Then you can have the striped table in which you have alternate rows with a different background color, so you can easily pinpoint the particular row. You can have the border tables. Okay. You can have the hover effect when the user places a mouse cursor on particular row. So see that these are ready-made classes. You don't need to do anything. Simply apply these classes onto the table, HTML table, and all the corresponding properties would be applied to that table. And simply use the table responsive, and you can make the table as the responsive. Let me check if I have the example or not. Yeah. So see that you can also apply the different colors to the table row, table content. For that, there are different classes like table primary, table secondary, or individual row. You can apply it to this individual row also. These are the different color scheme available in the Bootstrap, like table primary, secondary, success. So it's a light green, danger, warning messages, information. Okay, so these are some standard Bootstrap classes are available corresponding to text content or table content. Okay, so you can use them to individual column or individual cell also. So directly apply to that particular cell, this class TD. You can have striped table. You can use this class table striped. So alternate rows would be in the gray color. Then you can have and multiple classes can also be applied, like this table as well as table stripe. Right? Then you can have table dark as well as table stripe. Okay? But currently, if I hover the mouse, there is no hover effect. Okay? And you can apply table success to the entire table. Then all this background color is changed to light green. And we are also applying table stripe. So alternate rows are with the different shades of the color. And here is the hover effect. So you can directly use the table hover. Okay. When we place a cursor on that particular row, it would be in a different background color. So you can combine them. I think these are different table related thing. Then table border, you can have the apply the border to the table. Okay, you can also have the borderless table. So simply use this class table borderless. Then okay, small table. So it will reduce the padding and the table size would be reduced. Alignment can also be there. You can vertical alignment, vertical align, or top, bottom, left, right, horizontal alignment. So you can this class align middle, align bottom, align top. So individual cell can be aligned accordingly using this set of classes. Nesting of table is also possible. So as per your need, you can nest one table inside another. And this class is for margin bottom 0. So specifically for particular cell or particular row, if you want to change the bottom margin, so these are some utility classes available in the Bootstrap, like MB stands for margin bottom. So margin bottom, then margin top, margin left. If we have this thing, okay, so you can see that this is the different margins. You can use these classes MB-0, which sets the margin bottom to 0. You can see the use of important keyword, which will override the any of the styles, previous styles. Okay, or any other styles is defined in external or embedded style sheet. Okay, so margin bottom 1, margin bottom 2, and so forth. Up to it is 5. Okay, it is. So these are some utility classes are there. Okay, then we have you can also specify the captions. So we have this caption tag available in HTML. These are some semantic tag available in HTML. And finally, we have this responsive table. Use this class table responsive to make the table responsive. So it will use this additional breakpoints can also be applied if you want. Like for small, medium, large, XL or extra large, double extra large. And when you apply this responsive, table responsive, for if the number of columns are higher that exceeds the screen width, then you can use this table responsive. And you can see suppose I change the screen width accordingly, whether it is, so see that it is responsive. Table size changes as per the screen width. Okay, you can see that. And you can apply this responsiveness depending upon the screen width. So you can use this class. That table is responsive for the devices which has screen size is smaller or higher. Okay. Here it is for medium or higher. For large screen or higher. Likewise, you can combine them into multiple. And these are called contextual classes that we have seen. Okay, fine. So here you can go through the documentation and you see that different breakpoints, container, grid systems. Then we have this typography related bootstrap classes to format the text content. Okay. Then we have images related classes. You can have tables related classes, figures related classes are also there. So you can refer for the syntax and examples. You can go through this documentation web page of the Bootstrap site. Okay, fine. We'll stop at this point, and all the best for the exams.